Hello, fantasy football fans. My name is Gary, aka the IDP Tipster, and we're here to talk about the rest of the season and dynasty values of Giants safety Dane Belton. Getting right to it. Mr. Belton is from the University of Iowa. He's a fourth rounder for the New York Giants. He plays free safety mainly. He's been playing the third position role, but lately he's been gaining some traction, and we thought that we would talk about the best way to approach this, especially now that Julian Love has been hurt and Landon Collins has been signed. But first, before we go any further, we're going to talk a little bit about him coming off a preseason injury, being worked into rotation with Julian Love and Xavier McKinney as the third safety. And by the numbers, he's held his own pretty well. He is not being graded right now very well by our friends at PFF. But that's understandable. This is a fourth-round rookie that's got a lot to learn in the NFL, and the learning curve the first year is pretty tough. So we know Landon Collins has been brought in. They're not going to leave him sitting on the bench. They are going to insert him as soon as possible, since they're 3-1. Julian Love has a lower ankle sprain. From the reports that I heard, he was actually able to put pressure on this. He's probably not going to be out very long. So once Julian Love returns, I don't think that it's going to be possible for Mr. Belton to really secure a role the rest of the season. But I'd like to talk about heading into 2023. If Mr. Belton can continue to develop and earn the trust of the coaches, he could very well end up in the free safety position deep in the field for the Giants that's produced known IDP fantasy football studs at the defensive back position for the last few years. But I'd like everybody to keep in mind that Julian Love is also a free agent after this year, and that position needs to be filled. And the Giants aren't exactly known, other than Xavier McKinney within recent history, to draft high or sign any high super profile veterans. They like to get the retreads like Julian Love and Logan Ryan, and putting them in a position where they don't necessarily have to be really good in coverage, because just like right now, Julian Love up to this point is actually just under par with PFF. But again, when it comes to 2023, I think Dane Belton is a great dynasty stash. The coaches are enamored with this young fellow. He has shown some development in a short period of time of being in the NFL. And we can believe that he has a lot of upside heading into next year, when we're probably starting the season off with Xavier McKinney and Mr. Dane Belton as two of the strongest secondary targets for the Giants' defense.